16th birthday. When suddenly, a burst of energy erupted from the princess's chamber and swept through the kingdom of Sinenthia. The royal guards explored every corner of the castle, but found no sign of her, or Lord Handshake, the court magician. The king sent soldiers all over the kingdom, but none of them returned. The trail of the princess was lost, deep in the old forest, near the ancient obelisk that had been dormant for centuries. Desperate, the king proclaimed a royal decree, announcing a reward for whoever brought the princess home safely. The news spread quickly throughout the kingdom. Many groups of adventurers prepared to investigate the obelisk. This is the story of one of those groups.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's LSQ. And today we're diving into one of my current favorite games. It's called Across the Obelisk. If you're into deck builders, party-based RPGs, roguelikes, this game kind of has it all. You can watch some chaotic card slinging with a little strategy and a lot of fun. You're definitely in the right place for this series. It's going to be more of like a get in and play kind of vibe, less about min-maxing every turn, more about just jumping in, building decks on the fly and seeing where the adventure takes us. But hey, if you're into the game and you want to see a deeper, more detailed deck building series down the line, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to explore that with you guys. But for now, I'm going to get these 4 decks kind of put together, and then I will meet back up with you guys and start our adventure. Alright, we're back. Now let's go ahead and get into our first fight. We're going to go ahead and go in the western farmland. And we got some cobs. First up, we got Sigrid, our electrifying Valkyrie, our main damage dealer really. She's like a scout mage, and trust me, she hits like thunder with her voice and her lightning spell. She's going to be carrying the damage side of this team pretty much mostly through the whole run. Holding down the front line is Yogger, the big bad wolf guy in the chef's hat. He's our tank, soaking up the hits, keeping our enemies busy, and helping boost the team's health and block. You'll see him punching some of his problems in the face that no one else has to deal with. In the back, we got Wilber, our pure mage, and the party's personal battery. He's what I like to call the energizer bunny of the team. He kind of keeps everyone's mana full and making sure our casters never run dry. He also does quite a bit of damage himself. And at last, but absolutely not least, it's Bernard. The man, the myth, the legend. Our healer. He's a flask-flinging support turtle, throwing out potions, helping support the party. He also does damage. And just like that, we're going to clean this battle up real quick. This dude has nothing. Done. Easy victory. Let's go ahead and check out our rewards. Alright, so Yogger, probably not going to take any of those. We'll just take the shards. Vigilance is not bad. We'll grab it. Bernard, probably not. We could use the rain to boost lightning damage, but we'll pass on it for now. Let's go ahead and get into our next event here. Let's see. Crops on fire. Near the farm, you come across a burned field and a burning house. In front of the house, there's a fire imp causing fires next to some burning cornies. Even half burned, the house may contain something valuable, but you'll have to deal with the fire imp and cornies first. I will make it rain and scare the imp. The rain arrives, the imp runs away from it, and the cornies become dormant after the flames are extinguished. As a side effect, the house is no longer burning. You inspect it, and you find some gold and an item chest. So these are kind of just chances where we can get items. As you can see, I kind of already went to the shop and bought some. For Yogger, we'll probably get the opal ring because it kind of gives him a little bit more resistance, gives him punching damage. Definitely going to snag that flute. Now the hard part is picking for Bernard. I'm thinking about the silver chalice, but one thing that's cool about this game is if you get the same item twice on a person, it upgrades them. We'll get the ball of wool just to keep everyone slowed down for Wilber. These items aren't going to stay. I don't plan on keeping them that long. Okay, so we got a corruption here. Corruptions kind of make the game more challenging, and it gives you better rewards. So we'll go ahead and lock in that. Maybe we can get some good equipment. This is going to be our next fight. As you can see, some of those cobs are still burned, so they're going to be doing a little bit more fire damage. I guess we'll go ahead and get them wet. That way our lightning damage kind of hits a little bit harder. But for right now, I think I'm going to build up my stanza. That way I can go ahead and use Ode of War. And pretty much whenever you're building up stanza allows you to play your song cards. That card just happened to need stanza 1. I kind of want to use it now. Yogger is going to go ahead and slow them down for us. Kind of block and barricade ourselves. Just kind of get a good front line, do a little bit of damage, and then we'll go over to Wilber. Now, if you're wondering why the damage is happening beforehand, I have pets that I got. That's like the wolf, the parrot, the jelly, and the seahorse. They kind of do passive damage, and they're really just supporting my lightning damage stuff that I'm doing. And then we also have a little bit of poison. It's not going to be our main thing of damage, but it is going to be Bernard's. Go ahead and see. Oh, I do like the healing rain. It's going to dispel any of the fire that they're probably going to do here. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, I hate shackle. Makes you end up going last at the end of turn. It's okay. Like I said, these guys aren't too big of an issue. The burn kind of sucks. Now, one thing I will note is that the damage that you're taking round to round, you don't get it back each time. It just stays that way. Kind of like a true roguelike. I don't know if you've ever played Slay the Spire, Binding of Isaac, Rogue Legacy, Hades, those kind of games where your health is kind of a tool, but you also don't want to lose it all because you die. So let's just kind of keep the vitality up on Wilber in the back so he doesn't end up dying on us. Now, it's not going to happen. We're going to blow right through these guys. These are not a problem whatsoever. And we'll just probably finish him up with him. I don't have to worry about anything else. That's it. That's done. Round 2. Let's check out our rewards here. Helping Hand is so good. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. It gives you a free draw on your next turn. That zap is crazy. I'll get another zap for Wilber. And since we did that kind of challenge mode, we get a shop. Now, the problem is we don't really have too much money. I just wanted to see what we kind of had going in here. I'm going to grab that butcher's knife because it's going to increase blood charges, and we will probably get more into that. Ooh, I always love this thing. Now, there are pets you can unlock in the game. Now, I've done some of this with the guys, and I don't even remember if we finished it all. But we're going to just go ahead and behind this waterfall, we're going to jump these guys and surprise them. We're going to enter in the room and face them. And they're shocked. I'm pretty sure there's like a whole cult in this first act that kind of stretches into other acts. And I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. But these are the guys we're dealing with. These imp summoners. Oh, that's that card we got, Vigilance. It's going to allow us to see what they're going to play. It's kind of also helps with other aspects of the game too. Some cards benefit from having large amounts of sight. If you look on the bottom part, that is where status effects are getting placed. Let's go ahead and slow them down. Now, some status effects can stack and some of them cannot. But it just kind of depends on how you organize your perks. Alright, let's go ahead and get our lightning damage in, kind of refill up on mana regen. Now the bottom part on the heroes, that is how much mana you're gonna have, what's in the green. The yellow is what you have right now. So you can actually save and it does carry over to your next turn. But I'm gonna kind of just use as much spells as I can. And the sparks are really nice because it's also damaging the people on the sides of them. And that's probably going to be our main entry of attack, like our main point of damage. And the more stacks they have, the resistance drops down. I know I'm just explaining a lot as I'm kind of playing and going about it. But I'll try to explain what I can as I go along. But like I said, if you want more of a detailed video, let me know in the comments. But I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. If you look in the top left, that kind of shows you the resistances and stuff. Obviously, the more you use something on them, stacking more poison, stacking more lightning, it makes them weaker to it because they're just having to deal with so much of it. Alright. He's going to burn everybody, which isn't a problem for us. I mean, we have water on our side. So, I can remove this already. Let's go ahead and power ourselves up. Use that. Get this guy out of the way. Also, the skull thing. If it's green, it means they're going to die at the end of their next turn. If it's red, they're going to die at the start of their turn. And it kind of is important to know. So you can be like, oh, that guy is dead. He's got a red skull on him. Let's not worry about him. If he has a green one, and you know he's going to do some crazy damage, sometimes you're like, all right, let's just kill him. Let's not worry about the end of the turn. Or maybe they'll heal up before then. But it plays a lot into the game. Just knowing those little bit of mechanics. Alright, let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and get a zap over there to her, because she can use it too. Ooh, scroll of speed. Let's speed up our boy Bernard so he's not going last. Let's give him some inspiration so he gets an extra card draw. And let's just do a little bit more damage on these guys. It's pretty much a wrap. Was not worried about you guys at all. I just kind of want to go on this little quest to see if we can unlock something new. I haven't fully seen it all the way through, so it could be something new for you guys and myself. I mean, there's probably going to be some of you guys that know exactly which pet I'm talking about that's going to get unlocked, but let's kind of keep that a surprise. Alright, it looks like this is a wrap. This is a perfect example on those green skulls. He takes the damage and he's done. He's out of here. Alright, reward time. Let's see. Ooh, Entrench is really good. We'll get Song of Celerity to kind of speed up our whole team. I'll grab the healing spell. Ooh, Electricity Manual is really good. It's going to allow us to bring those cards back into our hand. Alright. After defeating the cultist and the pigman, you search the room and find a mysterious book. Pretty much, this book is useless. But perhaps the other cultists might have a better copy in better condition. Alright, let's go ahead and crack open this chest and see what is inside. Okay. It's not bad. It's pretty good. That armor is nice. But I kind of like the round shield on Yogger. I don't know if we grab anything for him. No. This Morning Star will be nice for Sigrid. And let's see. I do like this armor. I am not sure. I mean, it's going to speed him up, so we'll grab it. It gives better resistance. We cannot be held on to bronze stuff, but I am going to grab that fishing rod. Now, the path I want to be heading for is way up there where you see Yogger's face. I won't tell you why, but I will show you guys when we get there. It's kind of a little bit of a surprise, but it's super cool. You arrive at the crumbling watchtower. This tower was the first point of defense in the wolf wars against the wild werewolves of the forest. When you enter the tower, your eye catches a dim light that flitters under the rubble. It is a golem! They were the best defenders Cynthia has ever known, but they were dismantled. After the war, it was thought that there were no more left. The power supply seems to be damaged. Maybe if you can find a replacement for the core, you can repair it. I fought alongside that piece of junk in the wolf wars. This thing can be useful to bring havoc and expand my domain. They use this against my kind, and I will use it against them. I heard they made them in the Black Forge of Valkyrie. We should look there for a replacement. As you hide the golem, so that it does not suffer any more damage, you find a few magic shards. Sweet, we got 400 shards. That's going to be useful for upgrading some of our cards later. In the forest, you found a large open space that seems like the perfect place to rest a bit before continuing your journey. As you go to set up camp, you notice a group of werewolves camping. They see you and offer to share the camp. One of them says to you, "Hey, do you want to share some stories from your travels with us while we rest?" "How are you guys doing? Any news to report?" When the werewolves see Yogger in a group, they immediately make place for him in the camp and share their food with him. They then tell him that they discovered the Dryads have a big stash in the forest deeps, where they keep all the objects of the dead adventurers that are lost in the forest. Before leaving, they give you some gold that they have stolen from some peasants who were crossing the forest. Alright, sweet. We got level ups. going to go ahead and get the sausage one. I'm going to just go through this really quick because I kind of already have in mind what I want to run these guys. And let's just go ahead and head right up. We got another corruption battle. Sweet. Let's go ahead and dive right into that one. All right. Now we're fighting werewolf men. So Yogger's kind. This is kind of their area of the forest. All right. Go ahead and see what they're doing. And let's go ahead and just start dropping some of our damage spells of lightning and water. She's going to be laying down the damage. Now, if you're wondering why there's no lightning happening, it's because they have those little buffer things. It's from this hexproof. It's part of the corrupted challenge. So we'll just have to try digging in and getting rid of as many of those buffers as we can. And then we'll start adding our effects and our getting rid of their buffers that protect them. But the nice thing that I have is a perk that allows the bleed to kind of just go through it. It can't be blocked, so they're always going to be bleeding regardless. But yeah, this fight could be a little bit of a challenge, but I am not too worried. Like, we already took out one of them. They're already gone. These guys aren't really doing much damage whatsoever. Alright, our turn now. We're going to go ahead and use the circuit overload, which we got with our level up. And get some of those inspirations in there. And yeah, just kind of zip zap them away. Now look how much mana we're starting to generate with Wilber. And Bernard is starting off with 7 strong. Let's see what we can do with him. Get a flask here. Absorption's not bad, but I kind of want to use some damage because not much of healing needed. I mean, Yogger's a little low, but we'll be okay. We'll be fine. We can actually dispel him and give him his own buffer. Alright. They're going to heal. Let's see if they can get that guy out of the green skull, and they are not. Which, he should be done now. Sweet. Okay, Sigrid, let's see if we can finish up this fight in a round 2 sweep. Okay. Some of that going. We are getting close. We don't have enough mana for that. Alright, Yogger, are you going to finish him up? Okay. We can definitely use that. Whenever we use a skill, it's going to give us that sausage thing, which removes blood, gives vitality and regeneration. We're kind of just going to cycle it through. Helping hand for card draw, and then do some damage. I think we finish this up. Ah, nope, it hit him twice. Okay. Wilber will definitely be able to do 32, right? Oh yeah, for sure. There's that carp we picked up. That's that fishing rod I was talking about earlier. Boom. Quick, easy damage. Get out of here. Alright, reward time. Let's see what we got here. You know what? I think I'm gonna just still take the shards. We could probably grab the healing. Yeah, it heals someone else and myself. Probably just get shards there too. You're getting some money. Alright, so here we go. We are coming back. You arrive at the bandit camp where you see a group of werewolves, and this is Yogger's old post. So while he's here, he's just going to pick up a couple things. And then we get some nice little items. And one of those items being his own cleaver, which is going to add blood whenever he hits. And since he has blood charges on him, it's going to go to 5 instead of 1. For Sigrid, I don't think we're going to take anything. Oh, wait. We can get the flute upgrade. I almost passed up on that. There's a restart, but I can't believe I almost missed that. We can get an upgrade for Bernard, for Wilber. I don't know if we take anything. I think we're going to just go ahead and pass and take some gold. Okay. Now, this is the big surprise. The wolf cub! As you leave the bandit camp, Yogger hears a faint howl in the distance. Yogger tells you to wait for a moment. You decide to adopt the wolf cub. Oh man, a man of a big heart. Now, this is what I was talking about. Wolfie gets upgraded, and now he's going to be Astral Howl, which is going to allow lightning charges, slow, vulnerable. It's perfect for this comp. And now we are ready for Ylmer's Awakening. This is the end. It's very dangerous. We're at the end of the obelisk. Now, Yogger's dealt with it before. Oh, I should have cut this tree down a long time ago. Now no one will stop me. Yeah, he's all ready to cut down this tree. Alright, let's get into it. Now this is the big bad tree. It's affected by some sort of magic. It's corrupted now. I'm not too worried. That's going to cycle in some more spears and damage spells for us. And we'll just start doing our little lightning damage. Kind of just start stacking it up on all these guys. Because the more charges that we have, it's just going to keep damaging them off to the sides. That was perfect hit. We get some blood. We can throw and splash on them. Kind of shield up. And then slash. Going to be freaking awesome. Yep, Yogger's going to go in. Now we got Wilber. Going to lay down some more lightning damage. Kind of just get some more tomes of intellect in our deck. So we can get more card draw, more mana. And we're just going to fling out these zaps. Look at that. That Dryad is already done for. There's nothing that's going to be able to do. So many charges. I don't want it to die just because it is going to do electricity damage on both sides. And I want to keep those stats. So we're just going to be hitting that back guy. Don't want to remove their blood or poison. Look at that. Big damage to the front and the back. Okay. She's out of the picture. Now we just have the front Groot, wooden golem, and the big tree. And then we are going to be done. So we could get a clean 3-round sweep, which will end up giving us way better rewards. That top part on the bar where it says round 2, the darker green it is, the way better your rewards are going to be. So we still have plenty of time to wrap this up and finish him off. And I think that's what we're going to be doing. We could possibly get him really close in this round because he's already at half and it's only round 2 and 3 of our guys haven't even done nothing. So all this damage is going to go on this back tree guy. And Yogger looks like he's going to sharpen up and chop him down. There we go. Give him a little bit vitality. Some card draw. And I think I'm going to just use all these rampages. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if Wilber doesn't finish him off, then Bernard is going to be able to get some poison on him for sure. There he is. Oh, get some little bit more card draw. Splash some water on him. And then see if we can get... not what I was expecting. Let's see if we can get a different pool. Plenishment is a really good card, but we're not going to need it. There's no way this is going to last. We'll give one to Sigrid and one to Yogger. Because this guy is done for. Victory! Time for rewards. Let's see. See, performance bonus, excellent. Wait, this is a Madness 3, so it actually does not matter as much. But Poison Spray is a pretty good card to grab. We'll do that. Yeah, because Madness 3, I think I have it reducing some of the rewards, but it's still going to boost it a lot more than it would have. And now we get to open up a new chest. Yolmer will never wake up again. Sadly, it's a shame. But once the tall and wise treant went crazy, we had to end him. Ooh, you know what? You know that round shield we were talking about? I think I'm going to take it. The Shield of Thorns is nice, but this upgrade is going to be crazy. Look at that. The spear, so much better. We'll go ahead and get Yolmer's branch for the healing. We can upgrade the fishing rod. Guys, this was a crazy first act for us. Crazy. Look at this. Look at that upgrade. A fishing pole upgrade is going to help us with the carp so much. Now it's every turn. Okay. Now we find ourselves in the front of the obelisk. After centuries of inactivity, we get to choose which portal we're going to take. I'm going to choose the red portal. And ladies and gents, that is the end of Act 1. I will see you guys later. Much love, and I cannot wait to share the next video with you guys. Y'all take care.